So, who would like to recap for us what happened last week?
We went to the place with the thing. Or at least you guys did. I stuck around in the camp and actually did my job.
A slightly different place with a slightly different thing.
So we were guarding a caravan, and Orland decided to let curiosity get the better of him. Went to go investigate some weird people doing some crazy looking things out in the middle of the woods, which, always ends so well. He did have the attention span long enough to come at least tell us. Then it was Warlin and Gore who went to go check it out. Warlin started a fight. Yulara decided to also go out and see what was going on after we asked her to go do something, and she decided to not. Throughout the middle of the fight, Hander decided to join in, leaving Julian alone. We creamed those guys. Justice was served quite swiftly, might Ander add. Followed up with being able to make it almost to town when we see a freaking blue dragon coming by and just blast the crap out of us. Luckily, Warlin, in his small stature, running off through the dry grass, that's always a brilliant thing to do when things are being set on fire, was able to hide, while the rest of us slipped underneath the cart. I believe Julianne decided to go make her way down towards a farmhouse or something like that.
I was under the cart. It was someone else.
Oh, who was it that ran towards the cart? You, Laura?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. And the rest of us were sitting underneath the cart as it got blown to bits.
Oh, baby, I don't want any.
I think that Yulara, Julian, and Ander all dived under the big cart at the back, and Gore ran off towards the farmhouse while Warlin kind of dove into the grass. Does that sound right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I haven't had a chance to recap the videos, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
I know I dove under the cart like the big chicken dragon coward I am.
Yeah. And then the dragon it destroyed every other cart in the caravan except for the one that you were hiding underneath, because you were the rear guard, and that was kind of a fortified cart where you knew that the alchemical supplies and some other kinds of valuables were kept. So it's still intact. And
Well, I'm glad.
Thankfully so, because you are not all electrocuted right now. Although you did feel the hairs stand up on the back of your neck as the dragon passed over.
Oh, that's right. And then it started playing around with some sheep as a cat would play with a mouse. Yes.
Yeah, and Ander, you noticed that it looked over and saw you guys laying under the cart. You made eye contact with the dragon, but it just kind of rolled its eyes and went back to playing with sheep, and then kind of lackadaisically flew off back towards the keep.
We're only level 1. We're practically sheep.
but wasn't most of crap? What was the name of the town? Greenhurst?
Greenest, like the most green.
Greenest.
Yeah,
That's right. So wasn't we saw like the town on fire?
Yes, the town was clearly burning, and you're still far enough away, though you're on kind of the crest of a hill, that you can see the against the fading sky, because the sun is setting. You can see the plumes of smoke, black smoke, and there are definitely flames covering most of the houses. And you can't quite make out anything else, but you do actually, we'll go ahead and just pick it up. I'm going to retcon and say everybody give me perception checks for when you first saw the town. Okay,
Oh,
so
perception.
Julian, Ander. Oh, I'm sorry, Ander. Wait, Julian rolled. Why? Oh, you rolled persuasion. All right, so Yalara, Julian, Ander, and
My
Gore.
persuading failed.
You all do make out of shapes like little dots just running around chaotically in the town. It looks like it's
I'm
a
gonna
riot,
guess those are people.
or there's some sort of something is going on. People are running into and out of houses. Some of the dots look slightly smaller than the others, and that's really all you can make out right now because the smoke is gathering thickly within and settling in the roads of the town.
Is this supposed to be a town of halflings?
I don't
Give me
think any of you would know that. You could make a history check to see if you know anything about the town of Greenest.
I don't know anything about the town of Greenest. That's why I'm going to Greenest.
Well, some of you might know something about. If your backstory would justify it too, you can just say, "Hey, I would know this."
My backstory justifies that I don't know.
Right.
I can't think of a good reason why my background would do that.
I don't know if anybody has been to Greenest here
No.
yet.
The dog's probably ate it, babe.
The dogs probably ate Babe. The pig.
Sorry.
Did anyone give me a history check, or do we care if you know about Greenest or not? All right, we don't care.
We're gonna get there eventually.
Okay.
We'll find out.
As far as you've heard, it's not specifically a town of halflings. This is not a shire type area. Oh yeah, it tastes so friggin' good. But Ander, you would also know, and I'm so lazy. I should whisper this to you, but I know you're just gonna tell.
Just go ahead.
I know you're just gonna tell everybody. The dragon's behavior seemed very strange to you. If it saw a human, you know enough about blue dragons from your role that if it saw humans surviving just sitting ducks like that, it should have come after you. Because you
could I be able to tell if it might be like under some kind of an influence, kind of like a cat with catnip, or it's like just abnormal behavior for it, so it might be induced by something?
You can give me, if you think it might have been induced by magic, you could give me an Arcana check. If not, if you think it's just something else, you could give me a history check.
Give you
insight, maybe?
A history check with my dragon lore?
No, history wouldn't help you really in this specific situation. Your role from previously, you know that a blue dragon would normally have attacked you if it saw you, and you know it saw you. So you could make an insight check just to see if you can tell kind of what's going on with it personally. Wow, okay. I'd set the DC pretty high on that, and you made it. So yeah, you think that this dragon, you don't know why, but his heart is just not in it. He just seems very complacent about the whole thing. Flying,
So who was under
attacking,
the cart with me?
Julian and Yalara.
I'm gonna turn to Julian and Yalara and say, guys, I don't know what's the deal with this dragon, but it's just not in it. We should be fried right now.
It seems
Don't know
almost
much about dragons,
just
but I'm
lazy
glad.
or bored. Bored would probably be the best way to describe what you thought it was acting like from what you know of dragons.
We need to look as unassuming as possible and be as boring as possible to it. And we need to get out of here, like, now. We need to go find Warlin, and we got to go get Gore, and we got to get out of here, because this thing could snap to at any minute.
On that note, Gore is booking it towards the farmhouse. That there are a couple of outbuildings, and he's moving towards the farmhouse. Right, Gore? That's what you were doing. You ran for the farmhouse.
Yep.
Okay,
I
so
thought I had made it there by now.
well, we're kind of picking up right now where we left off. So you are running towards the farmhouse because the dragon was swooping in really quickly. So you were probably 100 yards, maybe 50 yards from the farmhouse. Okay, so as Gore runs off to the farmhouse, he's pretty much out of earshot now. Warlin, you're hiding in the grass. What do you do? The three of you under the cart. What's your next move? The dragon is pretty much gone and ignoring you now.
Well, I see this as an opportunity that things are in chaos. I feel this is an opportunity to find shiny things. I'm going to go to the town.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to everybody. I think it's our time to get out of here. So let's get out of here.
Okay.
Let's make like a tree and split.
Does it look like the dragon is gone? Do we still see it?
It's gone back to the keep and it's circling the keep. High up in the
It's at
sky.
town.
It's not really making like strafing runs or anything. It's just kind of flying around the keep. And the keep is on a hill in the center of the town. The town is much larger around the central keep.
So I wonder if it's protecting something.
So
Or-
this cart we were following, does it still have the horses, or
No, the
They're
horses
not a
are
way to
all
move it
fried.
anymore.
There's just fried and eviscerated horses in front of you, broken carts, and several eviscerated and skinned sheep over about 20 yards to the right. So Warlin, as you make your way off towards the town, you will be passing the. If you stay on the road, you'll be passing the farmstead as well. So hopefully you should be able to see now.
I can't see anything.
It's because I haven't told you have sight. Okay. All right, so Anders suggesting that you guys get out of here. Yalara and Julian, you're all still on the ground under the cart. What do you do?
I kind of feel like breaking open this cart and seeing what's inside.
I want to go to the town and see what's perhaps driving the dragon to do what it's doing.
Okay, so you hop up and run towards the town as well. And give me just a moment because I haven't.
I'm definitely getting up and heading towards town.
Oh, okay. When you were saying that you were going to get out of here, I thought that you meant you were like just going to run back the other way, away from the city.
No. I'm going towards the town.
Which I'm fully
To render
prepared
whatever aid
for.
I can get.
Okay. All right.
And by get, I mean give.
Julian, would you? So you see Yalara, you see Warlin pop up out of the grass and start running after Gore. You see Yalara roll out, start running after him. Shortly after that, Ander hops up, and they all seem to be running down the road towards the town. Do you stay behind and smash the cart?
Smash the cart.
Okay, give me a.
Since there's no horses to get the loot to the town, I'm gonna have to take whatever I can lift.
Okay, give me a strength check. While he's doing that, the four of you, I assume you can all see the four buildings now. Okay. As you approach the farmstead, you see that Wow. Okay. Yeah. You break open the lock on the back of the cart, no problem. And inside, you find about 10 potions and a small, maybe the size of a pumpkin chest. And that's all. The potions are in kind of a leather satchel, and they all look very similar. And
Okay.
that's all you see in there.
Does the chest look like it can break that open too?
You can try it. No, the chest seems pretty sturdy and pretty well built. It's locked by some contraption. If any of you play Dark Souls. Okay, so Warland, Gore, Yalara, and Ander. You hear from, it's pretty easy to tell that from the far left building from where you are, you hear a kind of commotion and screaming, and you see running, at least as well as he can, out of the building, a farmer holding his belly, and he's just covered in blood. It looks almost like he's just holding his entrails in. Following him are two small children. Right behind him is a woman who looks healthy and is facing away from him, backing out of the door with a sword. And she kind of turns to run as you see kobolds just start to pour out of the building. And at the very end, this all happens in a matter of a couple of seconds. You see 8 kobolds and this family. Pour out of the house.
I quickly pull out my mace, and I run directly up behind the lead, or whoever I can get up to closest kobold.
Okay, yeah, the kobolds are definitely distracted pursuing this woman who's turned around and is brandishing a sword at them, trying to keep them at bay from her, almost dead, dying husband and her children. So, they're focused on him, so Ander has declared his action. You all get one surprise action. Or surprise round, a full turn movement and action and whatever you want to do. Julian, are you still back at the cart, or did you want to run up as well?
I was gonna grab whatever I could and head to the town.
Okay, so we'll say you grab everything, write down 10 potions of unknown origin and a small chest in your inventory, and then we'll say that by the time that you get here, you will probably not get a surprise round, but we'll put you in the initiative after that. All right, so Ander, I assume you should have control of your token. So if you want to go ahead and start your movement since you declared first, go ahead. Oh my gosh, cat!
I'm going to go ahead and move like this. There's my 30 feet. Sorry, now that I have my book and I don't have my spells memorized, I'm going to cast my cantrip of Sacred Flame on that kobold.
Okay. Is the music super loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's always super loud. You kind of have to turn it down to half.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
turn
you
it
can
down
turn it
to
down
like
yourself.
1/8 the bar. I found.
it.
Okay. Did you find it, Allison? Where to turn the music down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna leave mine at my. I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
Yeah,
They must
push the
succeed.
top
He
over.
must succeed on a Dexterity 13 saving throw.
Okay. All right, he makes it, so he takes half damage, I assume.
No. He takes no damage at all.
Oh, on a successful save?
Yeah, it's just a cantrip.
Okay.
Flame-like radiance descends on the creature that you can see within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. The target gains no benefit from cover for his saving throw. So now doesn't even get half damage. I sucked.
Okay. All right. Everybody roll initiative, and we'll just skip Ander since he's already gone. And so I guess we'll just go down the line. Gore, what would you like to do?
Okay. Gonna move over here right next to Ander. And I'm gonna chuck a javelin at that guy right there.
All right.
Totally forgot I had a light crossbow. Damn it.
What's the range on a javelin? Just out
30.
of curiosity. Yeah, that's what I thought.
30, 30, 90, I think.
All
It's
right.
3120.
120 with disadvantage, 30
Oh, wow.
regular.
All right. Well, that is a miss. So the kobold sees a javelin come flying past him as Corey, Warlin.
Warlin, you guys see Warlin out of the corner of eye, and he darts off this way.
Just out of curiosity, is there... Okay, I didn't do it on this. Never mind. Okay.
And I'm going to sprint to double move.
Sure. Dash action. All right. Julian, you're not quite here yet.
Julian stumbles over to the battlefield, noticing that his teammates are rather frantic,
All right.
and notices there's goblins or whatever.
Kobolds.
Kobolds.
Yeah.
Thank you. I couldn't see them from that far away.
All right, Yelara. So you get... since this is the first time you're using a map, I'll just real quick. Your turn consists of basically, for the most part, a movement and an action. Some things will also give you a bonus action, and there are reactions and stuff. But right now, you just need to know that you can move 30 feet as part of your turn, and you can each square is 5 feet, so you can move wherever you want to within 30 feet of your token. And then you can take one action. And in the combat section that you read, the actions are things like shoot with your bow, or attack, or dash. You can get extra movement. You can defend somebody, do a lot of different actions. But in general, you'll be moving and attacking.
Okay. Well, I want to come stand up by these dudes. So, how do I do that?
You should be able to just click on and move your token.
Move how?
Just drag it with your mouse.
Just left click on it, and then
Got
if
it.
you want it to
Okay.
count for you, you can hit the space bar to like make it bend
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Okay. And then I guess I'll just, so if I want to shoot at somebody, what do I do?
Just say you want to shoot, and then you should. I think we made a macro. You'll roll your
I have it.
bow
So
attack
I just
to see if it
click
hits.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm just going to pull out my short bow and see if I can nail somebody. That's
Which
bad.
which one? Okay, that's
I don't know.
that's gonna be a hit. Ping. I need you to just ping. So to ping, can you just hold down like a left click on whichever one you want to shoot? Like if you can see the red circle. That's okay. Great. So you hit him. Roll your damage. 8 damage. So the last kobold in line, being so focused on trying to get to this family that they are hounding, feels an arrow pierce the back of his neck and go completely through his throat and stick into the ground in front of him, falling dead. And I'm trying to figure out where to do the thing again. Okay. So you see that one completely drop as it's just shot through with an arrow.